Love Steven Universe, Rick and Morty, OKKO and Gravity Falls? And do you love Christmas? Then pick up a Roundtable limited edition 2017 Christmas sweater. Reprints every 3 days, but will be gone by the end of the month. Order it now to get it before Christmas. Link in the description. Please help.
Welcome back to the Roundtable. I'm RetroNemo, and it's that time of year again. Snow is on the ground, candy canes are relevant finally, and the smell of capitalism fills the air. We've been reviewing a lot of holiday Christmas specials this month, but as we were watching them, we realized some specials follow a more non-traditional path. Sure, most follow a simple plot like, oh, we gotta save Christmas, Santa's got a tummy ache. But these specials today, they took the concept of Christmas and took it in a whole new direction. They essentially spun Christmas on its head. You're not gonna see any of these on the ABC's 25 Days of Christmas, let me tell you. So without further ado, let's get into it. These are 10 non-traditional animated holiday specials. It's about to get weird. As far as weird cartoons go, Invader Zim is right at the top. I mean, this is coming from the same brain that created Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. This guy doesn't really scream kid show material, and as well loved as the show is, anyone can see how dark and bizarre Zim's adventures become. So naturally, when they decided it was time to do a Christmas special, they weren't going to play by the rules. Any rules, really. In this holly jolly Christmas adventure, Zim learns about the magic of Christmas. Or really, he learns how to use it to get closer to his goal of world domination. After being frustrated by the lack of money people are giving him, he gets inspired by a street bell ringing Santa. Zim decides that a great way to get people's money is to impersonate the holly jolly holiday figure himself. Using all the info of Santa he could gather, he makes this disturbing Santa suit and uses it to grab the public's attention. Believing that the real Santa was actually back, masses began flocking by the thousands to this brand new Santa. However, Dib, funded by his dad's hatred of Santa, which is a common theme of the episode, sees how fishy everything is and decides it's time to stop him.
Santa has let me down!
Everything is actually going to plan for once. That is until Zim reveals his Santa suit is malfunctioning and actually having too much Christmas spirit. He has this weird drill thing that like disturbingly sticks in his head to tone down all the Christmas spirit, but it's not enough and the Santa suit ends up overpowering him and mutates into a horrifying monster. Luckily, Dib is there to stop him and Santa gets launched into space. You know, like in A Christmas Carol. It's revealed that Santa comes back every year, and so the world now has to live in a giant dome, a surprisingly dark ending for a kid's Christmas special. The best word for this special entirely would just be bizarre. Everything from Zim's freakishly gelatinous Santa suit to Dib's dad's hatred of Santa is just entirely different and entirely Invader Zim. That's why this special is a great starter for the list.
Easter shrimp for all if you tackle the boy who destroyed Santa! Easter platypus, we love you!
My Life as a Teenage Robot is already about a robot teenager who's just trying to be a normal kid while also saving the world. It's already pretty weird. So when they did a Christmas special, I knew it was gonna be good. I just didn't think it would be this dark. Jenny just got done saving Christmas, as you do. There's a nice little musical number, and then they all go to the mall for after Christmas sales. That's when Jenny sees a poor little sad rich boy named Todd. He tells her his sad tale of how he never gets what he wants for Christmas. However, when she gets in his shifty limo and goes back to her mansion like an idiot, she finds out the truth. He doesn't get what he wants because he wants weapons. This special just takes a whole 180 at this point. He uses his mind control technology to knock out Jenny, who wakes up to find everyone acting weird. They're all super hostile toward her, even her mom.
First Tuck, then Brad, and now my own mother!
Oh my god, I thought she was legitimately gonna shoot her mom there. Jeez, this is a trip. Turns out Jenny hasn't been passed out for a few hours. It's been an entire year since she got knocked out. An entire year! They just casually roll with this major time skip. Like, this is a huge deal. Is this special even canon? Turns out everyone's riding the Jenny hate train because Todd's been mind controlling her to ruin every single major holiday, climaxing on Christmas. He hits her with his mind control gizmo again, and they head off to the North Pole. The others all head over to stop Jenny, just perfectly okay hating her like they haven't been through hell and back this entire series. Jenny gets in a crazy fight with Santa, which actually is a common theme on this list, before Todd gets out and exposes his plan to Santa. That's when Jenny springs back to life and it's revealed she was just acting to get him to sell Santa his grand scheme, and they end up stopping him. However, this ruins all of the Christmas presents Santa made, so in order to save Christmas again, they'll have to give away all of Todd's gifts. He learns the true spirit of Christmas, turns out to be good, his parents come home, woo, happy ending, yeah. I mean, I understand this kid is nice now, but he basically kidnapped Jenny for an entire year. That's a legitimate crime, guys. Like, this kid belongs in jail. And they were all so quick to hate Jenny, but like was cool with her again just as fast. It's okay, just don't think about it. All in all, this special was just a roller coaster of a ride, and it went in such a unique and crazy direction, it definitely deserves a spot on this list.
Nice shooting, Lieutenant. We won't have to worry about that washing machine anymore.
It was really only a matter of time before the show popped up on this list, honestly. Billy and Mandy is weird, dark, and bizarre and hits all the marks necessary to get on a list of non-traditional holiday specials. So let's look at how a cartoon about two kids and the Grim Reaper handle the most wholesome holiday of the year. Mandy begins to doubt the existence of Santa Claus after they see a fake Santa at the mall, so Grim takes them to the North Pole. But sadly, things aren't too good up there. See, Santa, in typical Billy and Mandy fashion, has been turned into a vampire. Yep, but they have to kill the head vampire in order to free Santa. But when they go to do it, they find out there's another vampire above him. Plot twist, it's actually Mrs. Claus. This is a legit twist though, good job guys. Turns out she was sick of how lazy Santa has gotten and how she was doing all the work, so she hatched this plan. They end up curing Santa with classic milk and cookies, and the two make up, and it's all happy endings all around. Abnormal for Billy and Mandy, actually. This special is on the list purely for how strange the concept is. I mean, Santa being a vampire wouldn't pop up in any other Christmas special, I guarantee it. And the betrayal for Mrs. Claus, I mean, look at her, she's supposed to be so nice and jolly. There were more twists and turns than lessons learned. That was slick, I should patent that.
I've always wanted to save Christmas with a vampire sidekick, ever since I was a little boy.
Someday I'll save Christmas with a vampire.
Regular show always goes all out, especially for its holiday specials, so there's no surprise that it's on this list. This is probably the most action-packed special on the list, actually. First of all, Santa is just awesome in this special. He kicks butt, takes names, and looks great while doing it. The plot here is like really reminiscent of Lord of the Rings. When Santa crash lands in the park, he tasks Mordecai and Rigby with destroying this evil ultimate present that gives the person whatever they want, but turns them evil in the process. You know, greed and all that. They destroy the present by throwing it into a pit of lava. Again, Lord of the Rings. But to get it there, the gang has to get through a series of traps set up by the other park. I don't know why there's traps defending a lava pit, but you know, screw it, it's a special, it has to be a half hour. Anyways, so they're about to toss it in, but the evil elf who created it tries to stop them. When all hope is lost, Santa busts in on a literal hoverboard, being his cool self. Mordecai and Rigby end up diving in with the elf to destroy the present, but they make it out by using the present to get hoverboards and flying to safety, saving Christmas the whole 9 yards. This isn't a very complicated Christmas special, but it definitely isn't a very cookie cutter one either. But it has some of the best action I've ever seen in a holiday special. And this is by far the greatest use of Carol bells I've ever seen. Flapjack is another show that doesn't shy away from the weird. I love this show, but I'm not gonna lie, it kinda terrifies me in a more subtle way. Especially in the art, everything just weirds me out. But it's hilarious and has a great Christmas special to reflect that. Everywhere has its holiday traditions, and Stormalong Harbor has it Low Tidings Day. That's the time of the year when the tide lowers, and naturally, Poseidon leaves a present in your boot if you hang it off the dock, because that just makes sense. But if you're bad, you get sacked by mermen, because, you know, that's just what happens there. That's what Captain Knuckles is worried about, so they try desperately to help him become a good person. However, the next morning when the boot is empty, they find out that he failed. As a last-minute effort, they jump to the seafloor, but the mermen catch up to him. This time, though, all bad people have had enough, and they all come out of their hidey holes just to confront the mermen, since they're kind of being just as bad as them. You know, it's like a whole moral crisis. Poseidon ultimately decides that people should get gifts whether they're good or bad, and they basically invent the stocking. It's kind of a weird ending, but at least the ending is happy. It was a real Low Tides Day miracle, if you ask me. I'm gonna give this special points for not only inventing a whole new holiday, but being entertaining in the process.
So it doesn't really matter whether you've been good or bad?
Nope. Pretty much everyone gets a present now.
This is probably the most heartfelt special on the list. Foster's is a heartfelt show after all. Basically, it's Christmas time and Max sees a bunch of imaginary Santas and starts to doubt the existence of Santa Claus. Blue tries desperately to convince him otherwise, but after all of his attempts fail, Mac leaves feeling more doubtful than ever. But he hatches a foolproof plan to find out the truth by asking Santa for something no kid would want, underwear. Meanwhile, Foster's is facing money troubles and Blue is worried that he's only getting one present. Things are looking bad for the Foster's gang, but then a Christmas miracle happens. Unexplainably, the Foster's mansion has been filled with presents and decorations for all the imaginary friends. It seems like Santa really came through, and that's further proven when Matt gets his underwear, and Blue gets coal. It was truly a magical Christmas, you guys. Okay, now look, let me say this maybe isn't the most abnormal Christmas special on the list, but I think the concept of Foster's is weird enough to have it deserve a spot at least. I mean, this is a universe where Santas just appear from kids' imaginations, and then they have to instantly move into a group home. It's weird, but it's amazing. Plus, the whole special will just make your heart melt, and isn't that what you want on Christmas?
You lied to me! You're not really Santa Claus!
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what to make of this special. I'm not even sure how much I can say about it. I mean, it's not like there's a story here. I don't even think there was a script. It's definitely non-traditional. This special is literally 20% dialogue and 80% them awkwardly karaokeing along to Christmas songs. I don't think any lessons are learned. There's no Santa. There's nothing here. This is the epitome of a non-traditional Christmas special. I recommend this if you want to be confused for like 10 minutes. Otherwise, there's not much else to say.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly.
Gabba gabba hey, gabba 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 hey.
That's not how it goes.
Yes, it is.
Oh. Mozart, start over.
Christmas is amazing, but what if every day was Christmas? Well, that's what Fairly OddParents set out to answer in their special aptly named Christmas Every Day. Timmy Turner screws up yet again when he wishes for Christmas every day. Sounds amazing in concept, but in practice, things get kinda messy. Soon the whole world is actually falling apart at the seams, trying desperately to make Christmas happen every day. The one who gets the shortest end of the stick, however, is all of the other major holidays. See, on Christmas, Santa gets a ton of magic to actually make Christmas happen. But with Christmas being every day, he gets the magic every day. So Cosmo and Wanda can't change it back, and all the other major holidays don't get their magic, and so in turn basically go to kill Santa in revenge. You know, like A Christmas Carol. Oh wait, I already used that one. Timmy races to the North Pole to stop them, but how is he gonna save Christmas? It's just a little boy. Look at those teeth. Well, he ends up getting together all the kids from around the world, and they all ask Santa for it to be the day after Christmas. It's a nice little loophole. It works, and Timmy Turner both caused the destruction of the world and saved Christmas. It's kind of confusing. This kid's a sociopath. I don't even know.
Well, son, wanting peace and joy in the world each and every day is a wonderful sentiment.
But you're getting coal for the rest of your life.
You've got coal.
This is by far, I think, the most important Christmas special on the list. Not only is it a great heartfelt special, but it's the special that kicked off arguably the biggest television show of all time. That's right, in case you didn't know, the first episode of The Simpsons was a Christmas special. The special follows Homer Simpson's desperate attempts to give his family a great Christmas when he fails to receive his holiday bonus. His solution is dressing up as Santa at a mall to earn extra money, but when that proves to not be enough, he goes to the dog races to bet it all away. He mistakenly puts it all on Santa's little helper, a dog who ends up failing. However, they get Santa's little helper in the end, and he turns out to be the perfect Christmas present for his family. Now, this special is so great because it's kind of the beginning of the legendary runtime of The Simpsons. Like, when we see Moe, that's his first line of the show. When we see Homer eating donuts, that's the first one he's ever eaten. With all of this in the back of your head, it makes this special like even more amazing. And non-traditional since it's the pilot. That's why I think it deserves a spot on the list.
Santa came to say, "Take it, Homer!"
Rudolph, get your nose over here so you can guide my sleigh today.
Oh, Homer. Grandma got ran over by a reindeer. I don't know where to begin. As far as non-traditional Christmas specials go, this one absolutely hits all of the marks. Based off of a novelty song and written by someone who's obviously never written anything else before, this is so notorious people used aliases in the credits so their names weren't attached. Now, I've talked about this special before. Check out that video if you want a more in-depth look, but I just couldn't leave it off this list. It's too fitting. Jake Spakenheimer's grandma goes missing after a mysterious encounter with Santa Claus himself. Or not really mysterious, she got ran over by his reindeer, but no one believes him for some reason. So he does what any sane person would do and emails Santa asking him about it. She gets back, but he is stolen by her evil cousin so she can go testify in a court case against Santa. That's right, this special depicts someone suing Santa Claus in a court of law. Just like in A Christmas Carol. Luckily, Grandma's memory is restored by fruitcake, of course, and she stops Cousin Mel, saves Santa, and keeps him out of jail because that's the main threat of this special, Santa going to jail. Christmas is both saved and kept out of the courtroom. The entire special is just screaming non-traditional. There's musical numbers featuring Elvis, a court trial, secret cabins in the woods, and a point where they just skip a year ahead. It's wild from start to finish, and it's pretty infamous to any fan of cartoons. I honestly can't recommend it enough if you want a good laugh. Just be sure to email Santa your review after. So there you have it, guys. These were 10 non-traditional Christmas specials. If you're ever sick of those cookie cutter specials that have the same old stupid lessons, watch one of these, and I guarantee you'll have a wild ride. But as always, what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below. If you want more Roundtable, tweet to me at @RetroNemo or the channel at Roundtable Vids with our Instagram and Facebook under the same name. Check out our Snapchat, Roundtable YT, for little goofs we captured throughout the day. If you're feeling extra social, check out our Discord and Amino app, and if you're feeling extra generous, check out our Patreon. Check out the Roundtable store if you want some cool fresh clothes. If you like the video, give it a like and share it, and don't forget to subscribe to the Roundtable for more great cartoon content. Hit that notification bell to join our notification squad. As always, I'm RetroNemo, this is a holiday top 10, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Josh, I love you.